Milwaukee mound. Moves it, baby! Nice play.
Another glorious Seattle summer Sunday to close out this homestand, and the Mariners trying to finish it out on an uptick with the win against the New York Mets. Good to have you with us, everybody, here at Safeco Field. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports crew. Let's take a look at the lineup that James Paxton will face today.
For the New York Mets, 6th in runs scored, 3rd in home runs, and it starts with Michael Conforto, local product. A couple of home runs in the series, 21 home runs for the leadoff hitter and the Mets. Jay Bruce will be the DH hitting cleanup. He is 3rd in the National League with 27 home runs, and Travis d'Arnaud, the catcher, hitting 8th in the lineup, was 2 for 4 in yesterday's ball game. For James Paxton, he's been on a great run lately. Again, 5 wins in the month of July, looking for his 6th. It has never been done before in the history of the Mariners. 117 strikeouts over 101 and a 3rd innings for Paxton. Man, I'll look at the defense for the Mariners. Jarrett Dyson will get the start in center field, and welcome back to Leonis Martin is called up. He will get the start in right field, and Mike Zunino will do the catching this afternoon. For Paxton in his last outing, really pitched well. Was able to beat the Red Sox. He went 7 innings, 4 hits. Did not give up an earned run. Didn't walk anybody in 10 strikeouts.
First pitch, ball 1 to Conforto. Jerry Mills has balls and strikes today. Ron Culp at first, Chris Conroy at second, and Shane Livensbarger at third. And popped up left field. Ben Gamble fighting his son. One down. Be interesting, Mike. Yesterday, Shane Livensbarger had home plate and didn't give anybody the low strike zone. Curious to see what Jerry Mills brings to the table here today.
Well, Jerry Mills, a veteran umpire. I think that he'll be just fine. I think that you look at the umpires, as you mentioned, and yesterday was Shane, young umpire. Give him a little bit of time, but you're right. It was tough to get the low strike in yesterday's ball game. I don't expect that to be the case today.
Here's Jose Reyes. Batting 8th yesterday and in the series opener on Friday, up and batting 2nd here today. Paxton's given the Mariners innings, victories, broken bat liner. Base hit. Paxton 33 and a 3rd innings this month of July. Not a month. He's beaten the Angels at Anaheim. Beat Oakland here. Road wins at Chicago and Houston. As Mike just detailed, the home win here against Boston. There's Yoenis Cespedes.
The other part of that, as you mentioned, the 33 and a 3rd innings in the month for James, and for the Mets, we've seen it in this series. They want to try to hit the ball out of the ballpark. He's only given up 5 home runs all year, none in the month of July. 101 and a 3rd innings for him, just 5 home runs on the year for Paxton. So this should be a good matchup for him. We'll see.
Power against power here. Cespedes likes the fastball. And first pitch in there for strike from Paxton. Cespedes at 281, 10 homers and 27 runs batted in. Two for 4 game yesterday. One to 1.
For James, his average fastball this year at 96 miles an hour. Best off speed pitch has been his curveball, although his slider is pretty good too. But opponent's hitting just 133 on his curveball, 186 on his slider.
Big Pax, he got a strike in the box. Both pitches outside the box, but he got credit for a strike. Dyson going back, still not at 100% with that 2nd left toe. And here's a throw, and he is out. Jarrett Dyson, a flat-footed throw is a beauty. Reyes Gamble thought he'd catch him napping. Not the case. Take a look. They're in plenty of time. Segura with the tag. And recording the out at 8-6. And the Mets are gone. Be right back here on Root Sports. Seth Lugo on the mound for the New York Mets, 27-year-old out of Shreveport, Louisiana, and the Centenary College of Louisiana. Here's a look at the Mariner batting order he'll face today.
Let's top 10 categories in the American League. Ben Gamble going to lead things off today, so he and Segura switch spots in the lineup. Gamble leading off third in the American League in hitting. Gene Segura second. He is second in the American League in hitting. Robinson Cano eighth in RBIs, and Nelson Cruz leads the American League in RBIs with 76. Seth Lugo on the mound. This will be his 9th start of the year. 5-2 record, 4.1 ERA, 52 2/3. He has 34 strikeouts. Throws a lot of strikes, will not walk many. Fastball 91 miles an hour. His best off-speed pitch is his curveball.
And Gamble leading off for the 16th time this season. A lot of leadoff work during his AAA days. 1 for 4 yesterday.
15-game hitting streak for him. Been swinging the bat well. You mentioned it earlier with the Mets seeing Paxton for the first time. Well, it's the same thing for the Mariners. First time that they're going to face Lugo. His first career start against the Mariners.
Here's the 1-1 to Gamble. Heck of a year for Gamble at 321, 6 homers, 35 runs batted in, 19 doubles and 3 triples. Put his speed to good use as well. Bounce it off.
The Mariners are 6th in the American League in hitting. Large part because of Gamble, Segura at the top of the lineup.
Gamble leading the ball club in runs scored with 53.
Mariners are 5th in runs scored in the American League.
So now they got to put all these numbers together, put them together at the same time, and start producing some wins. Trying to get to 500 for the 8th time. This one a little rollover. Neil Walker throws out Gamble.
Take a look at the defense for the Mets. Michael Conforto was in left field yesterday, moves over to center field. He had a highlight catch out in left field yesterday, but back in center field. Matt Reynolds will get the start at third base, his first start in the series. Travis d'Arnaud will do the catching.
Here is Gene Segura, 324, second in the American League. Altuve, Jose Altuve of the Astros at 365.
I understand he finally went over yesterday for Altuve. He has been hot.
It's been crazy hot. And on the road, at 500 for the longest time on the road. Gene 1 for 4 yesterday.
It'd be nice to see the Mariners get this win today. A little bit of run support for James Paxton, who's having a great month of July. Again, going for his 6th win in the month of July. That has never been done in the history of the Mariners. So good luck to him today. But some run support would certainly help. The Mariners can win the game. It'll be their 2nd series in a row that they have won before they go out on the road trip. An interesting road trip going to Texas. Rangers are 3 games under 500, but always play the Mariners tough, especially in their ballpark, and then go to Kansas City for 4. Finish up in Oakland with a couple games.
3-2 is that pitch held on to by d'Arnaud. Foul tip off the bat of Segura. Another good crowd here. Safeco Field. 33,519. Here's a ball down the line going foul. Friday night, 34,543.
This has been pretty common over the course of this homestand. Segura having a long at bat. This next pitch will be the 7th pitch. He has to lead the club in foul balls on this homestand.
No doubt about it. Bouncing ball through the hole. First Mariner base hit.
Again, 7-pitch at bat. Always making the starters work. He wins the battle.
Mariners starting today at 3.5 games off the pace in the wild card chase. Boston leads Kansas City That's the second wild card spot. Tampa Bay 2.5 back. The Mariners 3.5 back. Minnesota 4. As you mentioned on that road trip, Mariners, they've had success. Here's Robbie. Against Texas, they're 6-3 against Texas, 1-2 down there. This will be the first visit to Kansas City, and at Oakland, Mariners are 1-3. So that's what's immediately in front of the ball club here. Right. Make sure
a bit of rosin everywhere.
Have a little bit with you in the batter's box. A little pine tar with the rosin. Good combo. He and Nelly do a number on their left shoulders. The pine tar, probably no question more than anybody else on the team. Line drive. That's going to get down. Segura will get his way to third. And the Mariners in business here in the first inning. Robbie Cano, after an 0 for 4 yesterday, a solid base hit here on Sunday.
He was 0 for his last 10, so it's about time for him to heat up as usual. And he gets a breaking ball right in the middle of the plate, lines it into left center, or excuse me, right center field. Head right on it, squares it up. Great situation for the Mariners here in the first. Nelson Cruz walking to the plate, first and third, and just the 1 out.
Nelly 6 for 35 on the homestand, 3 runs, 2 RBIs, 14 Ks. Yep, looking for that first home run here, month of July. He's got today and tomorrow. Try to accomplish that.
Picked up a base hit yesterday, lined out to the left fielder for a sacrifice fly, so he hit the ball hard a couple of times in yesterday's game.
And even in those outs, a lot of his outs have been allowed this month.
Yeah.
Just not hitting a lot of, not hitting any home runs. One to Nelson Cruz. Last time while since he's gone deep. So take a look at the good crowd here. Maple Grove up in your upper left-hand corner, upper deck. One and two. Correction, he does have a home run July 17. That was at Houston. Pitch down the line, hooking foul. Man, so giddy up on that one. That woke up some people on the concourse out there just looking for their seats.
And we'll take a look at it. Lugo tried to beat him with a fastball in the inside corner. 94 miles an hour. You're right. All the way up into the concourse. Heads up.
Don't expect one up there. 1-2. Look out. Segura was ducking. Good numbers for Cruz. Runners in scoring position, less than 2 outs. 377. 5 homers and 43 runs batted in.
It's interesting. He was pitching him away, and then the last 2 pitches, once he was ahead of him, fastballs on the inside corner.
There it is, right there. Goodbye. Boom, stick, baby.
Wow.
Nelson Cruz with a 3-run ball. Wow. Home run number 20. 21 for Nelly. RBI 77, 78, 79. And again, I gotta have that as my ringtone on the phone.
Here's your run support.
Woo!
Wow.
Man, oh man.
That is left center field, about halfway up the seats. A towering home run by Nelson Cruz. His 21st on the year, and no doubt about it. Looked like it was a changeup.
Man. Look where that baby went. Wow. Holy mackerel. Kyle Seager. We've seen some bombs before, but that's extraordinary. 110 velo, exit velo, 444 on the distance. My goodness.
I just hope he enjoys hitting him as much as I enjoy watching him fly out of the ballpark. It's just a completely different level when he touches one up.
That's exactly right. Hey, 2-0 to Kyle. We're talking about, you remember old stories about coaches going to new places and everything. And he should never have to buy anything here in Seattle.
I think he's in pretty good shape.
Hey, Hunt, I got that. Set it up for the big man, whatever he wants.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, wait.
Good to have Leonis Martin back.
Walked into the clubhouse today. There was a certain air to it. Everybody was sitting around catching up with him. That was a lot of fun. Scott Service, when he started his media session, said, "Yep, a little bit different feel here, different energy." He picks it up, and it'll be the volume's been turned up because he is an energy guy.
And a quick recovery from Mitch Haniger. That was scary yesterday.
Very scary. And Scott said he's in good spirits. Here comes Ken Forda. Can he get to it? No, sir. Base hit. Kyle Seager on a 3-2 pitch. And he continues on here. Mitch in good spirits, and hopefully he'll be back. Figured minimum prospect is 2 weeks. See Kyle coming off a 2-for-3 performance yesterday.
Now, we're talking about Kyle after the All-Star break, thinking he was going to have a big second half, and he's well on his way to that. Continues to swing the bat well.
There's Danny Valencia, 1-for-4 in yesterday's game. Way out front. Watch a guy hit a ball that far, get greedy, want to see more. You know, it's just.
He's going to have a couple more at bats today.
Man, oh man. We won't see that pitch again, that's for sure. 4 consecutive hits now by the Mariners.
Gorgeous day here at the ballpark.
With Nelly in this ballpark, if you buy a ticket up there, you got to stay alive.
Bring your glove.
He's still soaking it in. I don't blame him.
Go, Danny!
Big breaking ball. Valencia's gone. 2 down. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Here's Jarrod Dyson. 7th man to the plate. Good day yesterday. 2-for-3, knocked in 2 runs, and they were big ones in the 2nd inning. Still not at 100%. You hear him saying that to Jerry Mills. That's a strike.
Blue now 32 pitches here in the first, 22 strikes. 7 batters face 6 first pitch strikes. He's just having a tough time putting the Mariners away once he's ahead of them.
Clear down.
0-2 to Dyson. Scott Service was asked about Martin back, keeping Dyson at center. He says, got to keep Dyson at center. He's been one of the best center fielders in the game this year.
Yep.
And he showed that with the assist that he had in the first inning, his 8th of the season. Nice backhand down there by Wilmer Flores. Damage done by Nelson Cruz in a 1-2 pitch. Couple of men on. Let's revisit. Let's enjoy. Yep, he knew it. Everybody knew it. Didn't take much. 3-0 Mariners. Two and time now for a Big Fish Casino Big Catch. Break this one down, Mike. I thought Dyson did a great job.
Yeah, every now and then a little bait in the water, trying to make the runner go, and that's exactly what happens. Reyes trying to get to second base on a routine fly ball, and Dyson pretty casual about it, but we've talked about it this year. Along with being able to run it down, he has a strong throwing arm. That is his 8th assist on the season. Helped Paxton get out of the first.
Relatively flat-footed on that throw, right?
He has a strong arm.
He really does.
You know, it's interesting too. You were talking about it with Martin back now, and I'll put Martin's arm up against any right fielder in the league.
No doubt.
I think he'll be just fine out right.
We're hearing from the Maple Grove as Cano throws out Jay Bruce. Maple Grove was just saluted by Tom Hutler, the PA announcer. They stood up, took a bow. They played the Doobie Brothers China Grove. They were into it. That was a pretty cool scene. I like it.
It's fun. They're having a lot of fun out there. Why not?
And they Here is Wilmer Flores, first baseman. Flores in his 5th year, all with the Mets. He's out of Valencia, Venezuela, same hometown as Felix Hernandez. Adrian Beltre sitting at 29.99. Goes against Wade Miley today. He was 2 for 3 against Wade earlier this year, 3 for 9 with a home run last year. So I think we like our chances that he's going to get that hit today against Wade. If he doesn't, it'll be he against Felix tomorrow. That'll be a show in itself. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss.
Early in the ball game for Paxton, his fastball has been 93 to 95 miles an hour.
They're saying A.
Hey.
2-2 pitch. Flores to be followed by switch hitting second baseman Neil Walker.
It's not uncommon for James and his fastball, the velocity to go up as he gets deeper into the ball game. It's 14 pitches so far.
3-2 to Flores. And congratulations to Adrian Beltre. Yep. Hit number 3,000. first Dominican-born player to get 3,000 or more hits.
Congratulations.
Three-two pitch. Foul off.
What's his best fastball? 97 miles an hour. It's interesting that he gets his 3,000th hit today. Hall of Fame going on today. A lot of speeches.
Base hit left field. Gamble gets to it. Flores will hold with a single. That'll bring up Neil Walker. Switch hitting second baseman. Neil went 1 for 4 yesterday. Longtime Pittsburgh Pirate. There's double play depth up the middle with Segura and Cano.
Nice.
Adrian getting 3,000 hits. Thinking about third baseman with 3,000 hits, and I can come up with a couple of them for sure. Boggs and Brett.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. He's the third one.
I was going to ask you about Schmidt. No, he didn't get there.
548 home runs.
Right.
Brooks Robinson, 28-48, a hit by a pitch in the back shoulder. Walker's going to get a base.
Well, Scott Service wants it to be a check swing, and they're saying no, he's not happy about it. We'll take a look at it here. I think it hits his bat. No, it hits his shirt. You can see it in his shirt. Yeah.
Good shirt.
Couldn't tell if it hit his bat first, but it definitely hits his shirt.
Well, congratulations to Adrian Beltre.
Yeah.
Headed to the Hall of Fame himself. We've been saying that for years. You can see that coming. But he does get Wade Miley. We said it had a lot of success against Miley. 2 for 3 this year, 3 for 9 last year. So he gets a base knock today. So I got a double off of Miley yesterday. Single through the whole left side for $29.99. 2 on here for the Mets. 1 out. Curtis Granderson, the hitter. Curtis was in center field last night and DH'd in game 1. Strike 1. The Grandy man. Nice play, Martin. Welcome back. Leonis Martin, a splendid play to take away extra bases from Curtis Granderson. 2 down here in the second inning.
I'm not sure how he was able to get to this. Ball is hooking away from him. He gets a great jump, tremendous speed, and then the concentration as he reaches out to make the catch. That saves the Mariners at least 1 run. Who knows where this inning goes if that ball hits the ground. There you go. A great jump, and again the ball going away from him. I guess if you're a tremendous center fielder, you should be able to handle the right field too.
Absolutely.
Great catch.
Trying to start now the catcher. More often than not, you know this. Shortstop and center field are generally going to be your best athletes on the team.
Yeah.
Martin always been a high-end outfielder. Great play. Good pitch. 0-2. Why not tap it off with a K your first of the day? Or tap it off with an A. 2 strikes. Mike, the colorful catcher gear here today. On the Mariners wear their old school royal blue gold with the cream colored uniform. It's a great Sunday look. 3-0 and a Cruz home run. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fouled off.
26 pitches, 19 strikes for James. 8 batters faced, 6 first pitch strikes. So he has good command today. He's topped out at 97 miles an hour.
Ball and 2 strikes here to Travis d'Arnaud. A couple of men aboard. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. He gave them what they were looking for. A strikeout to end a Mets threat here in the second. Granderson bidding for extra bases, denied by Leonis Martin, who's back in the fold, and he's going to bat second when we come back. Go 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance. And by CHI Franciscan Health, the Mariners' official partners in health. Learn to stay Northwest healthy at nwhealthy.org. Mike Zunino looks at a slow breaking ball. Strike 1. Zunino, Martin, and Gamble. 8-9-1 coming up. While we're in break, we showed the video. We'll have it for you. A double by Adrian Beltre for hit number 3,000. I was waiting to see how many guys came out and tried to rub his head. He said, if I get 3,000, you'll be able to do it, but do it at your own risk.
He still wouldn't like it.
No, he didn't. Because the clip was showing, I think it was Elvis Andrews got him, and he turned
Who usually
around,
does, by the way.
He turned around and gave him the death stare. Mike Zunino 0 for 3 yesterday. Big home run a couple of nights ago. A line drive into the Mariner bullpen 3rd inning. It became a 7-5 Mets win.
Mike with 16 home runs on the year.
He's gone here, and there's 2 down now. I mean, second strikeout here for Lugo. Edgar Martinez's number. He's going to be retired next month. And as part of the celebration, we're giving away replica number 11 jerseys thanks to Alaska Airlines. Free to the first 45,000 fans on Sunday, August 13. Mark that date down and get those tickets now. Mariners.com. Everybody's going to want to come out and celebrate Edgar Martinez as well. They should. They played welcome back. Leonis Martin, good to have him back. 312 at Tacoma. 11 homers, 39 runs batted in, 5 triples and 24 doubles. He got through the adjustment period of the shock of being sent down and turned around and put up some numbers. He got up to a brutal start, 6 for 54 here with the Mariners. Last game here was on April 20th. That's a welcome bat from Leonis Martin. Bye-bye. Welcome back, number 12.
Off the cafe.
Nicely done. First homer of the season here with the big club. He hit 11 down at Tacoma. This is a great sight.
Well, we talk about it all the time. A 2-0 count, a hitter's count. And this is what you like to do in a hitter's count. 2-0. Try to get yourself a fastball. Something in the middle of the plate, right about there, belt high. And then take care of it. As he hits it off the Hit It Here Cafe. Right off the glass.
That swing was an unleashing. Strike one to Ben Gamble. That was outstanding. The boys knew it immediately. Kyle Seager exulting. Martin impacts not only as a fine performer, getting his batting average back together and everything. He's going to defend, you know that, but personality-wise, man, does he bring a lot to the table. And when you're 6, 7, 8 months together, to have a guy like that's a plus.
It's a big plus, and I think the other part about it too is you mentioned the slow start that he had, getting sent down, how disappointed he was able to get it back together as Gamble hits this out towards left field.
Oh, Cespedes, all kinds of problems. He's not the first nor the last. Gamble didn't break stride. In with the triple. And Gamble plays out in left field. He knows what Cespedes is going through here, so he was motoring the entire way.
No, it was interesting, and you see him trying to shade his eyes. He has his glasses on. He's doing everything he possibly can, but he just can't see it. That's a bad feeling when you're out there. You lose sight of the baseball. 16-game hitting streak now for Ben with that triple. Great situation. Back to Martin. The other part about it is you take a look at triples amongst Mariners. He leads the way with 4. And they'll bring the infield in. And I think with Martin, he's back here today, which is great to see him. And you're right, his attitude is tremendous, and he has a lot of fun. But it's nice to see him get off to a good start. It already had an impact in the field and at the plate in this game.
He's checked in.
Yep, get your confidence back.
Drawn in infield, 1-0. Segura turns away, ball 2. As we were talking earlier, shame it had to happen at the expense of Mitch Haniger getting hurt, but he's got service. And Jerry DiPoto said, hey, that's why we're glad that we're able to maintain him after he went through waivers and everything and bring him back in to the organization.
Depth is important, and unfortunately Mitch ends up getting hurt. I hope to see him back soon, but you have to have that depth. Guys are going to get hurt over the course of the summer.
3-1.
Mariners are 1 for 1 with runners in scoring position, and that was Nelson Cruz, his 21st home run on the year, a 3-run homer back in the first.
(3-1). 3-2. If you're just joining us, you want to replicate the sound of Cruz's home run, go get a pot, pan, and take a big spoon and bang it. That's how loud it was. Three and two to Segura. Gets a drawn in infield runner at third, and a strikeout. 2 down. The third strikeout for Seth Lugo. Time now for a CenturyLink. What's next? We go to Texas after this ballgame. Good pitching matchup tomorrow. Felix Hernandez has put together some good outings. Goes against Cole Hamels. Both of these gentlemen have spent some time on the disabled list. You can see they've not had a ton of starts that you would usually expect coming into a July 31st game.
Yeah, both of them with 5 wins on the year. ERA close to each other. Looking forward to watching Felix tomorrow.
See if Robbie Cano can pick up this run here. Solid smash base hit right center field for Robbie.
At the start of today, 8th in the American League in RBIs for Cano. He has 67 on the year.
Three-run homer by Cruz and a solo blast by Martin, a 4-0 Mariner lead. Cano 101 here. Seth Lugo, a 5-game winner. Opponents hitting .279 against Seth coming into today's action. Gamble is at third, career best 16-game hitting streak. 2-1 to Robinson Cano. Two-one pitch. And the Mariners have a 5-0 lead. Cano Cruz into second with an RBI, his 68th on his 18th double. Good early scoring here by the Mariners this Sunday afternoon. 2 for 2 day for Robbie.
And the best news off speed pitch is that he's able to keep it fair towards the end of the bat. Typically when you hit it off the end of the bat, it's going to hook a little bit more. He's able to keep it in play. Another double for him. He has to be getting close to 500 doubles in his career.
497 on the double from Mr. Robinson Cano. Here's Nelly, man aboard. Another high drive, center field, but it's going to stay in the ballpark as Conforto puts it away. And when we come back, Conforto will be second up in the Mets third. But let's enjoy Martin's return to the Mariners. First home run of the season here with the big club after 11 down in Tacoma. 5-0 Mariners. Innings has one strikeout, but he's also got plenty of run support. Got a double play in the first inning with Gerard Dyson with a great throw. As you mentioned, he baited Reyes, and they got a double play there, and he picked up a strikeout getting Darno. And his fans out there in the Maple Grove upper deck left field. A new happening here at Safeco Field. Mariners 12-12 here in the month of July. They can win today. They'll be back to 500 for the 8th time. Matt Reynolds, third baseman, young man out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. University of Arkansas, second round pick back in 2012.
Oh yeah.
Drew Smiley from Arkansas and Dallas Keuchel, those two guys were roommates. James is great. James is tall. Bring on the Mets. He'll fan them all. Here we go. 2-2.
Good fastball at 96 miles an hour.
Matt Reynolds, second year with the Mets last year, 47 games, hit .225 with 3 homers and 13 runs batted in. 2-2 pitch. Bring up another Back-to-back strikeouts for Paxton. 1 down here in the 3rd.
Just a good fastball at 96 miles an hour. He's topped out at 97 today.
Give you an idea how good a month he's been. It seems like every outing he's done, you could just see his rising confidence. And just like, hey, I belong here. You know, just the whole stature seems to grow at every outing this month.
I would agree with that, and I think that there was also, I don't know if it's necessarily pressure on him, but a lot of people talking about him and taking that next step forward, and he certainly has done that this month. Been terrific. All these games so important to the Mariners, and so many times over this last month he would seem that he would take the ball and they had just lost a game and they needed him to get things turned around. He would do it.
That's a good heat there at 96.
And again, it's just so easy, no effort at all from his delivery. It has to fool the hitters a little bit because they're aware of the velocity.
2 on the Conforto.
Oh yeah.
A good trip for Conforto to come home.
Pretty good.
RBI single in the 9th. First game he had 2 home runs. Made a tremendous catch playing in left field. And that was as good a catch as you want to see. A leaping, diving catch. The ball was pretty much behind him off the bat of Seager yesterday in the 3rd inning. Family and friends delighted to see him back, and made a couple catches out center field. Boy, his boys were all over him. 3-2 pitch. Fouled that one back right off his fist.
First time through the lineup, James has not walked a batter. He did hit one. He hit Walker back in the 2nd inning, but no walks for him.
I like those July numbers: 38 Ks, 6 walks. 3-2. Bullet gets by Seager. Well, once it hit that dirt, man, it accelerated. He didn't have much of a chance to get close to it, though.
This is a pretty good hitter. 97 miles an hour away from him. Hits it hard enough to get it past Seager at 3rd. They mentioned a couple of home runs in the series.
Growing up here, Ichiro and Raul and Junior were his guys that he watched. His favorite Mariners. Here's Reyes. Shows bunt. Takes the ball. Jose with a base hit to left. First time up. Cespedes flied out to center. He thought he could take second, but he was thrown out by Gerard Dyson. So hanging up for Martin. He had a couple of center fielders, a couple of alpha males. Get it straight, boys. Get it straight. Mariners RBIs matter both on and off the field. For every Mariners RBI during the 2017 season, PACCAR makes a donation to the Page Ahead Children's Literacy Program. Mariners thank PACCAR for their support in our community. 2 down brings up Yoenis Cespedes. And the nightmare, a moment of I got it, no I don't. led to a triple for Ben Gamble. Scored on the Robbie Cano double. Cespedes batted fourth yesterday, went 2 for 4, couple singles to left, and a run scored. Mariners held him to an 0 for 4 on Friday. I like the way he attacks right-hand hitters, and he showed that going back to that first start against Houston. Those first 2 starts against Houston, what he did to those right-handers.
It was a good fastball. Last fastball 96 on the inside corner. Seen that a lot from him. I think there's been an adjustment though. Look at this. Oh, I thought he was going to get it.
Base hit. Base hit hard.
Yeah, pretty good positioning. They had him positioned up the middle. Just hit too hard, just out of his reach as he tried to go for the backhanded play. Right past James on the mound. Fortunately, didn't hit him. Just out of the reach of Cano.
Mets threaten here with 2 outs. Runners at first and second, and their home run hitter, Jay Bruce, is at the plate.
27 home runs on the year.
Really good year. Tied with Bryce Harper for 3rd in the American League. Carlos Stanton leads with 33. Cody Bellinger. How about Bellinger? 28. Didn't even start the season with the club. He's second in the National League. Trying to douse this Mets threat. Off the fist foul ball. 1-1. Broke his bat. New piece of equipment, please.
Just buried the fastball in on his hands.
How many bats did you go through a month?
Depending on how I was swinging, Dave. I was struggling, probably, I don't know, you can go through 10 or so. If you're swinging good, sometimes you're going to have a bat that'll last a month. Especially the bats that these guys are using today are much improved. They don't split like they used to. So if you're swinging it well and hit it on the barrel, they'll last a while.
It's an important out for Paxton and Bruce, grounding out to end to start the second inning. 1-2. Two strikeouts, a hit batter, no walks for Big Pax. Good matchup right here. Good pitcher, good hitter. 1-2 with 2 on. Slows it up. Segura's there. And Paxton, no worse for wear, has played hockey goalie on that one. He got a piece of it and slowed it up. Mets strand 2. When we come back, Seager, Valencia, and Dyson swing the bats for the Mariners. Now for today's T-Mobile Unlimited Baseball Break. A great day in the game of baseball today. Hall of Fame Day. Jeff Bagwell, Tim Raines, Ivan Rodriguez, along with John Schuerholz and Bud Selig, all going into the Hall of Fame today. Now, you saw a lot of Bagwell. I didn't see a lot of him. Saw Raines, saw Pudge. But Bagwell put up some big numbers with the Houston Astros ball club.
Yeah, really good athlete. For a first baseman, could really run. Saw the power numbers, just shy of 450 home runs for him.
We want that guy in next year.
You betcha. Hopefully that will happen.
Didn't Bax come up as a third baseman?
He was a third baseman in the Red Sox organization, then was traded and they moved him over to first.
Larry Anderson trade.
Yep.
Kyle Seager base hit the center on a 3-2 pitch in his first at bat against Seth Lugo. That's right. Mr. Boggs was blocking at third base of Bagwell. Son, we're gonna have to find another spot for you, son. And Larry Anderson, who we just saw, is the radio color commentator for the Phillies. He was a big help in that trade for the Red Sox. 3-2 to Kyle.
I knew that Tim Raines was a great player, but I didn't realize he had over 800 stolen bases.
It's amazing those Montreal clubs didn't do more damage in the playoffs. Fly ball, Cespedes, Sun, not quite the problem that was the last time. 1 out.
See him turn and get an angle on the Sun.
Mariners and EQC, they salute the men and women of the armed forces. The special ticket offer at nearly all home games this season. Members of the U.S. military receive 10% off select seats. Tickets, they're available when you show your military ID right here at the Safeco Field box office. Here's Danny Valencia. He's seen a slew of breaking balls in this homestand and for the season.
In his first at bat, a couple of slow curve balls in his first at bat.
Mariners put 3 up on the board in the first inning. A mammoth home run, a loud home run by Nelson Cruz. His 21st, takes an RBI total to 79, leader in that category in the American League. Martino home run and an RBI double by Cano in the second. One pitch. That's hit hard. But going back, Granderson make the play. 2 down. Team that the Mariners are chasing, the Tampa Bay Rays. They won at New York, beat the Yankees 5-3 today. And Toronto's outlasted the Angels 11-10. Steve Cishek got the win, pitching in the 6th and 7th inning for Tampa Bay today. Colomé got his 30th save, and it ends the Yankees' 6-game winning streak. And Kansas City wins at Boston 5-3. Escobar 2 for 3 with 3 ribbies. Here's Dyson. How about the milkman, Melky Cabrera? Chicago continues to break up that ball club. Melky back with KC. A run like heck. Goes foul.
Mariners will see Kansas City on this road trip, go to Texas for 3 and then Kansas City for 4. We'll see Cabrera again. Let's take a look at this right off the end of the bat. Thought it had a chance when it hit the grass to say fair, but if it reaches the cut, typically it's going to roll foul, and that's exactly what happens.
It'll be the first Mariners first look at Kansas City in Kansas City. Got swept here earlier this month. One in there for a strike. Lugo deals 1-2. Ball 2 here to Dyson. Slow roller. Too much speed. That's a base hit. Hey, Walker couldn't get it there in time, and the slow roller really helped Dyson. Even though he's not at 100% speed-wise, he's still got plenty.
And when he can smell a hit, he's going to get down the line. You can see him turn it up a little bit towards the end to be able to beat it. So he beats it easily. Comes out of the box, pretty good shape, and then he's really going to go.
His last 5-6 steps, you can see it.
I can tell you, as an offensive player, you just can't help yourself. You mentioned his toe. If you have a chance to get a hit, you're going to get down the line.
Here's Mike Zunino. Struck out first time.
And a couple of fastballs above the belt. I think the last one was on the inner half of the plate.
First pitch to Mike. Back with a dive is Dyson. Dyson 23 out of 28. Base stealing. Second in the league to Cameron Maybin. 25. The Angel outfielder. Strike one to Mike. To hold. Mike struck out in a slew of games here in the month of July. Hopefully he can start turning things around. Only 2 of his games here in the month of July he did not strike out. He's gone here. Mike strikes out twice today. That's 105 on the season. Mariners have 5-0 lead. By Safeco Insurance. Find a local agent at safeco.com. Do more. Boy, we're going to hate to leave this gorgeous weather here in Seattle. I know it's forecasts are talking 98, 99 later on in the week, but this homestand, the weather has been perfect. And it's been fun talking to the New York, Boston, and New York guys who come in, and they've thoroughly enjoyed it as well as we have. We've lived here. A lot of fun. 5-0 Mariners. James Paxton threw 3. They struck out 2, hit a batter, not walked anybody, and has stranded 4 runners. He's got Wilmer Flores here. He got a base hit to left. be Flores, Walker, and Granderson 5, 6, and 7 in the order.
Next pitch will be 50 for James. A couple of strikeouts in the game. He's topped out at 97 miles an hour.
Breaking ball hit the other way, base hit.
Curveball.
2 for 2 day for Wilmer Flores. Let's take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Mattress Firm. Said we go to Texas. Mariners are 1-2 down there overall against Texas, 6-3, and they're trying to get back at Kansas City. It'll be a good opportunity to do it. Kansas City swept here earlier in the month, and then the A's with the day off in San Francisco. 2 games against the A's. The Mariners are 1-3 there, so this is an opportunity here to start making some noise, especially if they can get this win here today and get on the road as a 500 ball club. Walker hit by a pitch, back shoulder, first time up. He's pounding inside. Mariners have 5 runs on 8 hits. No runs, 5 hits for the Mets. So 1-2, and the folks you'll now hear from the Maple Grove. And they're not saying K, they're saying A. Just joining us. I love the disappointment.
It's great. You know what's pretty cool about it too is I think it was on Thursday, was down on the field, and a bunch of the people that had been at the last start of James were down there getting their picture taken.
Yeah.
They had the tree and everything. It was terrific, and it looks like that section is growing. It's starting to catch on. And James was able to take some pictures with him.
Well,
nice.
And those folks enjoyed it. They were having a good time meeting him, and James was having a good time. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, and it gives them what they want for strikeout number 3. First time a K looking, 1 down here in the 4th.
Then is able to get it on the curveball. Pretty good pitch. Again, opponent's not hitting much off of this curveball this year. Coming into the game, just a 133 batting average on his curveball.
Curtis Granderson got robbed by Jonas Martin in right field in his first at bat. Hit a hooking liner, sliding catch made by Martin to take away extra bases, and that happened with a couple of men aboard. Granderson in his 3rd year with the Mets after being with Detroit from 04 to 09 and the Yankees from 2010 to 2013.
Oh yeah. Come on, Angus.
2-1 pitch here. And 1.
Come on, Jenny.
Mentioned earlier, Paxton had a good month. Has not walked too many people. Month of July, 6 walks against 38 strikeouts entering today. 3-1 here to Granderson. Turning into a happening here at the ballpark when James Paxton on the mound. 3-2 pitch here to Granderson. Man aboard. Pitch. See if they can turn 2. Robbie. There's Gene. Throw to first. Safe. Granderson still got some pretty good legs at 36. Wasn't hit particularly hard, but they do get the lead runner.
take a look at the feed.
Go, Sammy!
Just beats it. Much closer than I expected it to be.
Two outs. Man at first for Travis d'Arnaud. He was the first strikeout victim. For Paxton, that was in the second. Swing and a miss.
He's gone right after him again with the high fastball. Able to strike him out in the second inning. A couple of high fastballs, just throwing it by him.
Way ahead here. A good way to top off the fourth. The 0-2.
One of his better fastballs at 97, right on the inside corner. Paxton has really become so comfortable to right-handed hitters pitching on the inside corner. It's not an issue for him at all.
Maybe one of the better left-handers at doing that this season.
Yep, I would agree.
0-2 pitch. Ground ball past third base coach Glenn Sherlock. Tom Goodwin coaches at first for the Mets. Mets take off for Colorado. After they leave here, they're currently 3-3 on this road trip. They were in San Diego before coming here. Swing and a miss, got him. Strikeout for Big Pax. The Big Maple has got 4. And he ends the Mets fourth, stranding another runner. Ben Gamble. It will be preceded by Martin and Segura coming your way. Everybody in on the party. Got to get Danny Valencia and Mike Zunino to participate as well, but good stuff at the top, Mike.
Yeah, and Danny hit the ball hard his last time up. Thought maybe he had a chance for a double, but was caught by the right fielder. Overall, top of the lineup, really doing their thing. Ben Gamble now, 16-game hitting streak for him. Nelson Cruz, his 21st home run, already leading the league in RBIs, now 79 total on the 3-run homer. And Leonis Martin, welcome back. Home run his first time up and a diving catch in right field.
Immediate impact. Breaking ball for strike to Martini. Homered on a 2-0 pitch. Headed off the restaurant window out there in deep right field. Going for number 2.
He must try to do it again. Slow curveball. 74 miles an hour.
There's 0-2 from Seth Lugo. Martin did a good job stealing bases down at Tacoma. 24 out of 29. One-two pitch. Breaking ball is slow, and that was a problem earlier in the season when Martin was having some problems. That's fifth strikeout for Lugo. One away here in the fourth. The Orchid card is all you need to ride the Sounder train. The Link Light Rail, buses, ferries, and streetcars. Learn more at GetOrchidSmart.com. So you saw something pretty good as the inning was in. The half inning was ending. Curtis Granderson and Ben Gamble. Curtis Granderson and Ben Gamble. You saw a little exchange between those two guys.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting, and it's nice to see from a veteran player. And I don't know what it was said to Ben as he was running off the field. Maybe we can find out after the game. But Granderson, as he was rounding first, said something to Ben and then gave him a high five. My guess would be the fact that he's aware that Ben's amongst the league leaders in hitting. And for a young player, it's always nice to have a veteran acknowledge you and probably had some words of encouragement for him.
Fouls this one off. Who was the first veteran who acknowledged your existence in the
outside of my teammates?
Outside of your teammates.
Kirby Puckett.
Wow, that's now that's an endorsement right there. What did he say to you?
It was one of the coolest things because it was my rookie year.
Cespedes right there.
Hit hard again. Our rookie year, and we went into Minnesota. And at that time at the Metrodome, we would stretch right outside the dugout. The dugout was field level right there for you. We were out there stretching, and I didn't think anything of it. Here comes Kirby, always having a good time. And it's not unusual to see him come over to our side of the field because he would always say something to Junior, and they would talk about whatever was going on. But the fact that he walked by me and said, "Hey, Blow, how you doing?" and just kept on walking, and that was enough for me.
Day was made, week was made.
Knew my name, knew I was around. Appreciate it. It was great.
That's great.
Kirby Puckett. What a player.
I'll say. Here's what Mike was talking about. Ben coming in. Granderson. Very nice.
Cool. Very cool.
2-0. Off the fist. Center fielder Conforto right there. And that'll do it for the Mariners. 1-2-3 in the fourth, but they have a 5-0 lead. We're going to see Conforto when we get back. Mets. Mariners trying to finish this homestand at 5-5 and get back to the overall 500 mark at 53-53. Time now for a Geico This Date in MLB history. Take you back to '96, and the Mariners, they acquire Jamie Moyer from the Boston Red Sox for Darren Bragg. Darren Bragg for Jamie Moyer. Moyer goes on to become a Mariners Hall of Famer. With Matt Reynolds playing at third base today, struck out first time, and first pitch strike from the Big Maple.
Darren Bragg had a lot of energy.
That's an interesting way of putting it.
I'm trying to. Well, he was loved to play, and he was around and always enthusiastic about the day and what was going on. But I can't remember where he was from. He was from back east somewhere. And I'm really not sure, but I can remember the first time, and he was a rookie that we went into Yankee Stadium. I think he was playing left field. I don't know what was said to him, but he stood outside the dugout and he gave it to a fan. And I'm looking at him. At the time, he had like maybe 10 days in the big leagues. And I said, "What are you doing?" And he just looked at me and he goes, "These are my people. That's how you talk to them." And it was all clean, and it was great fun. He was laughing the whole time, but I was like, man.
Waterbury, Connecticut.
Connecticut, okay.
There you go.
He had a lot of fun with it.
Two pitch. Four strikeouts for Paxton. All been against the bottom half of the order. In the shade of a maple tree here at Safeco Field. Worked the full count here.
Nice pitch. Good pitch.
Darren Bragg played 11 years. Boston, Seattle, Atlanta, Mets, Colorado, St. Louis, San Diego, Cincy, and the Yankees.
Outfielder, left-handed hitter.
3-2. Singer vacuums it up, throws out. Matt Reynolds, one out. Get back to the top of the order, and Michael Conforto fly out to left and a base hit to left on a 3-2 pitch. Kid's got a sweet swing, doesn't he?
Really does.
Cano out in shallow right field. Breaking ball for a strike.
I was impressed with his last at bat. It's not an easy thing for a left-handed hitter to stand in there with James throwing 97 miles an hour, but he hit the ball hard into left field for a base hit.
Goes the other way. Into the corner goes Gamble. Tracking. Almost a replay of his Minnesota catch, which is still. When you look at that catch, that would be what, your right side
ribs?
hurt, your ribs hurt?
Yeah. If he had a chance to get it, though, he was going to go back up again, just out of his reach.
He hit that wall in Minnesota with high velocity. Braced himself a heck of a lot better this time.
I'm trying to remember, but I think it was at the top of the wall and it didn't have a lot of padding at the top.
Exactly. 0-2 here to Conforto. You just said it. It's not a lot of fun. Here he is. He comes. Here's this big guy. His arms coming at you, and he pounds you on the inside corner.
And it looked as if Conforto was looking away, trying to get back out the outer half of the plate, going back inside again. Good fastball at 98 on the inside corner.
I mean, Pax coming downhill. He's 6'5", all arms and legs at you, and he's throwing 95 plus. Looking for strikeout number 5. The 1-2 pitch. Did a heck of a job to get a piece of that. When you look at the standings in Major League Baseball, the Dodgers are an insane 42 games over 500.
Wow.
Up 13 on a good Arizona team. 1-2. Swing and a miss. There's strikeout number 5. 2 down here in the 5th. And Some moves made by the Mariner Ball Club. Mitch Haniger, facial laceration. He's very lucky. Leonis Martin brought up from Tacoma. And the other news, Rasmo Ramirez added to the active roster. DJ Peterson DFA'd.
Oh, yeah.
Ramirez will start Tuesday in Texas. Jose Reyes, a base hit to left and a fly to center. Oh, that hurt. Jeez.
97 miles an hour, and it squared him up.
Hate to see that.
And the second batter that James has hit today.
Ooh, wow.
He dropped his arm trying to protect himself. That's almost behind him. Square on his forearm.
Yep.
At 97, that's going to hurt. He's going to feel that one.
Not what James had in mind.
Second batter he has hit.
Just his third batter this season.
Neil Walker earlier in the game. That was in the second inning. That just ended up getting a piece of his sleeve. You can see James, obviously wasn't trying to do it. Doesn't feel good about it at all. And hopes that he gets up and goes to first base. And it looks like he'll come out of the ball game.
That's a tough one. Asdrubal Cabrera will take over. One-time Mariner. All-star with Cleveland, played with the Nats and the Rays. Tough breaks it. Tough to watch that. Two outs. Man aboard. Here's Cespedes. Fly to center and a base hit to center. Cano guarding up the middle, getting the entire right side of the infield. First pitch strike. Chase. Cespedes, big part of the Mets' success in 2015 when they went to the World Series. He had 287, 17 homers and 44 runs. Batted in after coming over in a trade. Oh, 2.
Everything away from him. Another good fastball. So he comes back with a curveball in the dirt. Try to get him to chase it.
So Cespedes still a lot of damage over the years when he was with the A's, Oakland and Boston. 0-2 pitch. Nelson Cruz, a 3-run homer in the first. Martino home run in the second, an RBI double by Cano in the second for the 5 runs today. 1-2 pitch. 2-2.
Last pitch looked like his cutter. Hasn't thrown many cutters today or sliders today. Basically been fastball, curveball.
2-2 pitch with 2 outs. Turned on that real quick.
You mentioned it. He has power at all fields, but he can really hurt you middle in, and that's where that last fastball was. It was 98 miles an hour, his best fastball of the afternoon, but middle in didn't quite get it to the corner.
Do it again here, 2-2.
We've seen it before with James. A lot of foul balls. Gets his pitch count up. Next pitch will be 90 for him.
Well, he had a stretch. Remember, I want to say somewhere in the second half last year where it seemed like he had 3-4 starts where every game there was foul balls and his pitching count got killed.
He Can't catch up to his fastball, but they're good enough to get a piece of it, and they cost him on his pitch count from time to time. Just like we're seeing right now, these are all fastballs. That last one at 99 off the plate away. This will be the 9th pitch of this at bat.
James sitting on 5 strikeouts. Taken out of any kind right now to end this inning. 2-2 pitch. And he gets a strikeout. Fooled him badly. Half a dozen Ks now for James Paxton. A 5-0 Mariner lead. Nelson Cruz accounted for that. We take a look at our Columbia Bank difference of the game and just enjoy the sound and sight of this. Look at that. Everybody knew it halfway up the stands, the upper deck. Second home run this month. Nelson Cruz, RBI leader in the American League, home run number 21, and he's got 79 runs batted in. So Cano, Cruz, and Seager 3, 4, 5 coming up. They're in the home 5th. Robbie 2 for 2. Single to left, double to right. Runs scored, driven in a run. Good start to his day.
Lugo hanging in there. 5 runs through the first 2 innings. Cabrera at third base now. Reynolds moved from third to shortstop. Reyes out of the game, was hit by a pitch by Paxton.
Shift tilted to the right for Cano. 0-2 pitch. In on his hands, popped it up. Cespedes taking charge. First time they've retired Cano today.
I think he still has the biggest glove in the league.
I totally agree. Remember we used to talk about that when he was with Oakland.
Yeah.
I still say
a lot of webbing there.
It's as big as a glove that Lou Piniella used to use. He used to have a big glove. You go back and look at that sale. He made an unbelievable catch against Boston in '78, and I think it was the big glove that helped in a big way. Nearly a 3-run homer, and then a fly out the center. You can understand Lugo trying to stay as far away as possible. Cespedes going to battle his son again. It's like he needs help. Nope, not this time. We talked about that multiple times. That is a sick feeling. I got it, and next thing you know, let's go. Where's it going to kill me here?
It is, and that's the reason why Conforto, the center fielder, you saw him racing over there. He wasn't sure, just as you weren't, whether he was going to be able to see it or not. And even if you see it off the bat, sometimes you'll lose it, and you're hoping that you'll pick it back up. Doesn't always work that way. And Ben Gamble benefited today with a triple. Son triple.
Kyle Seager 1 for 2. First inning base hit to center, flied out to left in the third. In the last 2 2/3 innings, Mariners with just 1 hit. That's won the first game 7-5. Mariners win 3-2 last night. Gallardo, nice job by him picking up his 5th win. Gallardo 5 2/3 of 5 hit, 1-run ball, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts, 84 pitches.
And like today, it was nice to see the offense give him some run support early. Scored 3 runs in the first 3 innings for him. Took care of the rest.
And a parade coming out of the bullpen. Zick, Zipchenski, Vincent, and Diaz. There's 4 guys the night before. Vincent, Zipchenski, and Phelps and Lawrence.
They have been terrific. You take a look at the last couple of months and the job that they've done. It's been the best bullpen in baseball.
2-2 here to Kyle. Pitch break it in on him hard. Fouls it off. Two the other way. Mentioned a score earlier. Toronto 11-10 over the Angels, and the Jays got a 7-spot bottom 9 to win that game. Two. Conforto, long run, slicing away from him, but he is
stumbled a little bit.
He was good, and then next thing was on him a lot quicker than he thought it was going to be. Throws the ball into the pen. A lot of his fans and friends are in there. He stays with it nicely here, but that's a discomforting scene there. 5-0 Mariners. That's the good scene as we return you to Safeco Field in a few minutes.
Ford Sports Desk, we once again salute former Mariner Adrian Beltre, reaching 3,000 career hits today for the Texas Rangers. Adrian getting 751 of those hits as a Mariner. His stay here 05 through 09. During that same period, another member of the 3,000 hit club, Ichiro Suzuki, with 1,106 hits during that stretch. In fact, the last three players to go into that 3,000 hit club, all former Mariners, A-Rod preceding Ichiro. And guys, we should also point out, we focus on the offense. Adrian Beltre plays a pretty mean third base, 5-time Gold Glove winner.
Oh, yes, indeed. Thank you, Tom. One of the toughest guys I've ever been around.
It used to be fun in spring training when he would do all his early work at third, play in at the cut of the grass, and they would hit the ball at him as hard as they possibly could, and he would catch everything.
And then when he didn't, he'd take his glove off and slam it down.
That was fun. A lot of fun.
Jay Bruce. 2-1. Paxton deals.
Fernando Salas getting loose in the pen for the Mets, right-hander.
Ricky Bonus on the right. Bullpen coach out there for the Mets. Hit the other way. Fair ball. Campbell's going to get to it quickly. Bruce taking a look. And he says, nope, down 5-0, and that kid's got a good arm. And speaking of defense, had some sparklers today. Dyson catches Reyes trying to sneak a base on a tag up. Martin robs Granderson. Definitely saving 2 runs there.
For Dyson, his 8th outfield assist.
Moves in the second place. Melky Cabrera was the leader starting today with 9 assists. And Melky was dealt, what, as we were coming to the ballpark here, dealt to back to Kansas City.
I'll see him next weekend. Mariners start a 4-game series there on Thursday.
Wilmer Flores, the hitter. Emilio Pagan starting to heat up for the Mariners.
James now at 98 pitches.
One and 2. And where the bullpen's been going, you take 6 strong.
You bet. For James, this season high pitch count wise is 114. As you take a look at Pagan getting loose.
1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him. Strikeout number 7 for the Big Maple.
That happens to be pitch number 100. Down out of the strike zone. That looks like a slider. Gets him to swing right over the top of it. He locates the pitch in that area. It's difficult to lay off of it when you consider he's throwing 97 miles an hour. It looks like it's going to be a fastball and it's going to be a strike, and it just disappears on the hitter.
Bill Walker hit by a pitch and struck out looking today. Off the fist. Boy, he is just living on fist today for right-hand hitters.
He's done that for the entire month.
Wow.
We were talking about it earlier in the game. His command from the inside corner to right-handed hitters is as good as any left-hander we've seen this year. It's been especially true over the last month. Trying to earn his 6th win in the month, 11th on the season.
And how about the fact that no Mariner pitchers ever won 6 games in a single month? One.
His ERA for the month at the start of today was at a 1.6.
Went inside again. 2-2. Pitch. Cano and Segura double play depth. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 8. And he is rolling. 2 down here in the 6th. Edgar Martinez bobblehead night. It's presented by Root Sports. It's coming up on Friday, August 11th. The first 45,000 fans. You're going to take home a bobblehead of the Mariners Hall of Famer holding his famous light bat that actually turns on. So get ready to appreciate Edgar in a whole new light. Pick up those tickets, Mariners.com.
One of my favorite commercials with Edgar. It's going to be a great weekend. Get your tickets. Angels in town, but it's all about Edgar that weekend.
They were in that spot earlier in the game, or I guess right before first pitch. A lot of fun. Curtis Granderson lined out to right, robbed by Martin. Reach on a fielder's choice. 2-0. 3-run homer by Cruz, home run by Martin, and an RBI double by Cano, accounting for the run support for James Paxton today.
Pagan ready to go in the bullpen.
Granderson. How about Cano? He knew that Granderson was going to be busting it down the line. Just throws him out. Runner stranded. We go to the home 6, 5-0 Mariners. For the Big Maple, guess what? They got it. Good work here by the lefty from Ledner.
For James Paxton, well over 100 pitches now, so his day is probably finished.
Getting attaboys from the skipper.
6 innings of work.
Push comes to shove, I bet he could have gone another one.
And he would tell you that too. He would tell you that, and I believe that he probably could. But again, well over 100, so bullpen is in good shape. Let those guys go. But 6 shutout innings for him. So for the month, in line to try to get his 6th win of the month, and his ERA probably under 1.5 for the month.
It's been a good run. Been a very good run. Danny Valencia 0 for 2, strikeout, and a fly to right. Fernando Salas takes over. It's 2/3 of an inning last night. Walker position right there, and there's 1 out.
And for Salas, 45 appearances on the year. He's been used a lot. ERA over 6, so he's had his struggles. Opponents hitting .326 to giving up 6 home runs this year. His fastball right around 91 miles an hour. Slider, cutter, changeup to go with it.
1 out here in the 6th. Brings up Gerard Dicey. Infield hit last time up. That was in the 30s. 1 for 2. That's infield of Cabrera, Reynolds, Walker, and Flores. Jose Reyes knocked out of the game. He's hit by a pitch in the 5th inning. Cespedes, Conforto, and Granderson in the outfield. Looking back, ground ball. Oh, and Dyson's aboard at E4.
Well, it's about as routine as it gets. But yes, even at the major league level, every now and then you just kick it, and that's what happens with Walker.
Trying to do the right things with 2 hands, and
yeah, just gets the hand in there a little bit early, and it's almost the back of his bare hand.
Dyson was going down the line and pretty much conceded. Next thing you know, he had to speed up. There's Zunino. He struck out twice. Mike worked the count to 2-2 in the 2nd. And went 0-2 in the 3rd. And those 2 strikeouts here so far. If he can get a base hit here, he could use one. Tyson just abused. He's
with his arm.
With his arm flicking.
He does that. He does that a lot, and I think he does it because he wants him to throw over.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, he wants to get a look at him. It'll be his right arm where he has the blue sleeve. He'll try to drop that arm. There you go. And every now and then he'll just point towards second, trying to get their attention.
Gonna look at the move, time it up.
Exactly.
I'm gonna guess he got that from Ricky.
That's something that Ricky Anderson used to talk about all the time. I remember him telling me one time, because I was asking him about his lead. He was getting a huge lead, and he called it a one-way lead. I get a big lead. I'm leaning back towards first. I want to see them throw over to first. I'm not going anywhere, but I want to take a look at it.
Again, Hall of Fame induction ceremonies earlier today back in Cooperstown, and it was. I'm going to have to go online and find it. I just like watching the old timers come out. Ricky came out and looked great as usual.
We were talking earlier. It was good to see Rod Carew there. He looked really good.
Saw Junior. I didn't see Junior come out, but I could see him sitting in the back row.
I did. Nice jacket.
Yeah.
Looking good.
All right, we'll have to text him, send a seal of approval.
Yeah, he looked good.
Right, it's his first time back as a Hall of Famer. He went in last year at this time.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
I'm sure he had a good time last year. Yeah, there was probably a lot of pressure and a lot of things going on for him this year. I'm sure he enjoyed it.
What a club that is. The Hall of Fame, the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Good eye.
3-1. And my salute to Claire Smith, a dear friend from Philly, first woman going into Hall of Fame. She won the J.G. Spink Award for her writing contributions to baseball. Terrific lady out of just north of Philly. And there's Dyson taking off with a super jump. But it was ball 4. Set it up for Martin. Coming up tomorrow, you like pitching matchups. Got a couple of stars right here. Felix Hernandez, Cole Hamels, both of them not having the usual kind of years they have. But I tell you what, fierce competitors and looking to finish strong this season. And the Mariners, if they can win today, they'll go down there at 53-53. It'll be the 8th time they've been at that number. And they've had success against the Rangers.
And the Rangers losing big to Baltimore so far today. They're in the 8th inning, losing 10-3. So they'll go 4 games under 500 this year. Rangers have had their issues. Hopefully the Mariners go in there and win another series.
Welcome back. You can hear folks chanting for Leonis Martin. And on a 2-0 pitch, 1 out, nobody on, 2nd inning. This is what he did. Yeah, he got all of it.
How about the hit it here, Cafe, right off the glass. His first home run of the year. Again, he started the season with the Mariners, was sent out in April. Just recalled with Haniger going on the DL.
Martinez really struggled with the Mariners starting the season out of the gate, going 6 for 54. No homers, no ribbies, 5 runs scored. He really went down and put in his time and work. Tacoma, 312, 11 homers, 39 runs batted in, 24 stolen bases, 24 doubles.
I would say that earns you a promotion. Good for him.
Yes, indeed.
Mariners are 2 for 4 with runners in scoring position.
Trying to build on this lead as we play here in the 6th, a 1-1 count. All 2 strikes.
Two hits for the Mariners with runners in scoring position. As you probably would guess from the guys in the middle of the lineup. You know, with a double driving in Gamble, who had tripled, and the 3-run home run by Nelson Cruz.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Marti. Get well wishes to Mitch Haniger. Get back soon. Tough year for him with the oblique. Kept him out for a month and change, and now he gets hit in the face last night. A lot of swelling. Sent a picture to Scott Service. Service said he looked like Mike Tyson had hit him. Swelling hopefully will go down. Didn't lose any teeth. Swing and a miss.
That is good news. And as you mentioned, hopefully, on the disabled list, he'll be back within a couple of weeks.
First strikeout for South. Top of the order now. Here's Ben Gamble.
I think it was Correa and Gonzalez. 2 position players, very good players with the Houston Astros. Both of them decided to put that face guard on their helmets, their batting helmets. Somebody else had been hit earlier this year.
We thought Hayward wears one with the Cubs. Obviously Stanton wears one.
Right. It was somebody that, but those guys,
this year,
and those guys have been hit. But Correa and Gonzalez got ahead of it. It was, I can't remember. Somebody was hit, and it affected them enough, just missing a double for Gamble, to where they decided just to go ahead and put it on there.
Probably not a bad call.
Yeah, stay ahead of it. I don't blame them. The velocity at which these guys throw today, the game has really changed a lot. You take another look at the swing by Ben, trying to go the other way.
Ooh. Good move by Shane Livensparger. Shane almost got hit Friday, ducking back into one. Tony Randazzo got hit earlier in the homestand. They got hit in the noggin, got knocked out of the game. Umpiring at first. 31,162 on hand here at Safeco Field. Chris Iannetta.
That's who it was. Exactly. Iannetta was hit.
First month, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember we were talking about it on the road somewhere.
Yeah, and then they saw it, and that's when they decided they wanted to put the guard. Yeah, one chance. And again, with the velocities we're seeing every day, basically at this level, you're seeing guys 95 plus on a daily basis. It's tough to react sometimes to get out of the way, so why not protect yourself?
2 out. Gamble trying to make something happen here. 1-2 pitch from Salas. 2-2. Beautiful day here in Seattle. Slight breeze. 74 degrees right now with 67 degrees at first pitch at 110. Couldn't ask for better weather on a 10-day homestand.
Look at this.
And that's going to work. Here comes Dicey coming around. He's going to score. No throw from Cespedes. RBI single, Ben Gamble, and the Mariners have a 6-0 lead. 2 outs here in the 6th. For Ben, another base hit for him. His 36th run batted in. Boy, he has been special.
And he had to battle. Looked like he was trying to go the other way the entire time, able to keep that one fair, just out of the reach of Cabrera. Scott Service making a change in the lineup. Gamble now leading off. Segura hitting second. He went basically left to right all the way down the lineup, and it pays off. Gamble, his second base hit. He scored a run and now driven in a run.
Dyson flying around the bags. Gamble 2 hits today, hitting streak at 16 ball games. Here's Gene Segura. 1 for 3 with a run scored. A little late. Strike 1.
We'll take another look at Ben Gamble. You can see him loading up, pushing those hands back, then leads with the knob, trying to stay inside, and that is some pretty good work to stay on top of the fastball. Looks like it's probably up out of the strike zone. It's been amazing this year using the entire field.
A lot of folks being vocal today. I love it. Bouncing ball, shortstop. Reynolds, and they get force. That'll do it. RBI by Ben Gamble gives the Mariners another run up on the board. We go to the 7th at 6-0 Seattle. Because James Paxton in line to win his 6th game here in the month of July. It'll be the first time a Mariner pitcher has done that.
And he did everything that he possibly could. Ends up going 6 innings today. Did not give up a run. Dominant stuff at times. Topped out at 98 miles an hour. Very good curveball today. There's a slider. Picking up another strikeout. Get him swing over the top of it. Poor Jamie ends up with 8 strikeouts on the afternoon. Strong performance.
Yes, indeed. Our 76 driving spirit.
Let's see, it's just 6 hits. Did not walk anybody. Again, 8 strikeouts, 108 pitches, 73 of those for strikes.
Love the no walks. Takes his monthly total strikeouts here in July to 38. Make that 46, beg your pardon, 46 in 39 and a third innings.
Emilio Pagan going to take over. This will be his 10th appearance. He has pitched well, a 2.45 ERA. Opponents hitting just 176 against him. 22 strikeouts over 6 walks.
Scott Service has gone out of his way, so he's got a lot of confidence in Pagan, and he's moved him into later game situations.
You hear it a lot in today's game, talking about the way things have changed, and talked about Davinsky with Houston. What a job he does. He's their bridge guy, if you will. Get him to the setup man and the closer, and he can pitch multiple innings if you need him to. And I think they feel the same way about Pagan, that he'll be able to do the same. Good fastball at 94 miles an hour. Times he'll hit 96. Slider and a changeup to go with it. And he throws a lot of strikes typically. But quickly behind here, 2-0.
To Travis d'Arnaud, the catcher. Foul back. d'Arnaud was struck out swinging twice by Paxton.
mentioned it earlier, but the other thing with James Paxton, along with an opportunity to go 6-0, he came into the game for the month of July with a 1.6 ERA, so under 1.5 now. Just a dominant month for him. And Emilio Pagan right back into the count, 2-2.
Pagan had 2 3-inning stints against the Yankees, 3 innings, 2 hits, no runs. And on July 21 and July 23, and that's one of the things that sold him. Plus, he had a good outing against Toronto. Strike 3 called, and he starts off this outing with a strikeout. Good work here. 1 down in the 7th on Saturday, August 12th. Edgar Martinez, his number 11, is going to be retired by the Mariners. It's going to be a special pregame ceremony. It starts at 5:30. Thanks to Alaska Airlines, first 45,000 fans are going to take home their very own replica of the retired number plaque that will hang in center field right with Junior Jackie Robinson. So visit Mariners.com for tickets. I believe all the boys will be back, right? Jay, Junior, hopefully Randy.
Yeah, I'm sure. Maybe Jamie Moyer also. Dan Wilson. Pagan, after missing with his first 2 pitches, come right back and thrown 4 strikes in a row, all of them with his fastball.
About that other stint, he had July 11. Those 4 innings. This was against Toronto here. Mariners lost the game, but he came in and went 4 strong innings, struck out 5, walked 1.
I think I liked it what you said earlier against the Yankees, when I believe he went on 3 innings on the 21st and 3 on the 23rd. It gives you an idea of what kind of arm he has, bouncing back just with a day's rest. It's a good sign for him also.
Swing and a miss. Emilio Pagan, some heat. Back-to-back strikeouts.
After the breaking ball, a high fastball. Looked like he had some run to it. Probably a 2-seamer. Trying to run it in on his hands. Just throws it by him. Quick work of Reynolds, 3 pitches.
And here's another stint. The first time he was up, we were in Washington, May 23rd. We're getting blown out 10-1. But he goes 4 innings, 1 hit, 4 strikeouts.
That's a very good lineup.
Yeah. Top of the order, here's Conforto. Mile high pop. Who's going to get it? Segura calling it. And whoa. Okay, inelegant, but it worked.
Sometimes you'll take that, Dave.
Oh, we're going to get on him on that one. Here's coming up Robbie Cano, Nelson Cruz, Kyle Seager. We'll stay here for God Bless America.
Before we say take me out to the ballgame here on Sunday, we ask you to please rise and direct your attention to the area behind home plate. Presenting God Bless America, please welcome back from the Seattle Opera, Dier Lopez.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans wide with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Washington's lottery win played today. Let's get it off to Tom Glasgow. Tommy, what do you have?
Hi, David. I'm dreaming already about that. Hopefully I can get lucky enough. From the Forward Sports Desk, how about a little hashtag Where I Root presented by Alaska Airlines. Let's see what M's fans have sent us. Alex has returned, and Martin has returned, and Alex cheering him on. And boy, did he deliver in his first at bat since coming up from Tacoma. Back upstairs to Dave and Mike.
All right, Tom, thank you very much. Here's Robinson Cano against new pitcher Josh Smoker. Pitched 1 inning last night, struck out 2, gave up 1 hit.
And he has a good fastball. His average fastball this year, 95 miles an hour. Mix in a curve and a changeup. Overall, 25 appearances on the year, 1-2 record, a high ERA, 6.75 ERA for him, but 38 strikeouts in 32 innings. Opponent's hitting just under 300. It's giving up 7 home runs.
Good day for Cano. First inning single to center, RBI double in the second. Big noise made in the first inning. Nelly Cruz hit just an incredible 3-run homer, upper deck, and there was no questions asked on that one. It was a high volume home run, let me tell you. Home run by Martin in the second, and Cano double in a run. This one's hanging up. Here comes Cespedes. Slice right back to him. The other big news in baseball today, a double second inning. Adrian Beltre joins the 3,000 hit club. Impressive. Wade Boggs, George Brett, the only other third baseman to achieve 3,000 hits. And let's see, he joins a list of foreign players to reach that number: Ichiro, Roberto Clemente, Rafael Palmeiro, and Rod Carew. Nelly sends a home run fly to center and lined out to left center. Enjoy this. This is what happened in the first.
Left center, halfway up. Long home run, his 21st home run, 3 RBIs. Again, he leads the American League with 79 RBIs on the year.
2-1. Enzo Robles leading up for the New York Mets. Robles pitched 2-hit shutout 1 inning on Friday night. Good count for Nelly. 3-1 pitch. Came up empty. There's another chapter of how far can I hit it.
Yeah. Pitch above the belt on the outside corner.
3-2. Walked in. MLB.TV. Every night, every device. Watch all out-of-market regular season games live. Plus, get a free subscription to At Bat Premium, the #1 app for live baseball. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.TV for details. 1 out, 1 on for Kyle Seager, a 1-for-3 day for him. First inning single. Slicing drive, left center field, getting some green. Now he will get to second. Let's see if Manny waves him. He'll hold him right there. Double for Kyle Seager. His second hit today, his 26th double this season. Club leader in that category.
And Kyle being aggressive. This is on the first pitch, right in the middle of the plate. Fastball. Slicing line drive to left center field. Right on the barrel. He's really been hot lately. 2 hits today. His average going back up over 260 on the year. Danny Valencia is standing in. Danny 0 for 3.
Bring the infield up close here. That was the 10th Mariner hit. Strike one to Danny. Outfield straight away and deep for Valencia. 0-1. Good opportunity here for Denny, looking for his first hit today. Seager with that hit up to 258 in the month of July. It's time called. Mariners with 10 hits, 5 for extra base hits, a couple homers, 2 doubles, and a triple. One out, runners at second and third.
Pretty good swing on a fastball up out over the plate. Unable to get on top of it.
Danny 0 for 3 today. 8 hits on the homestand.
Come on.
Sure will. Long run for Granderson and Conforto. Granderson makes the catch. Cruz walks home. It's a 7-0 lead for the Mariners. An RBI for Danny Valencia, his 51st. Job well done. His 4th sacrifice fly.
Wasn't able to pick up a hit, which I'm sure he would like, but at least he gets the runner in, picks up an RBI. Good at bat, especially being behind in the count.
Here's Dyson. Reached on an error by second baseman Neil Walker and scored. A base hit, infield hit in the 3rd. Let this get the Mariners get a win here and let this be a launch point. Good run here as we get to July 31st and get past the trade deadline tomorrow, get into August. August schedule-wise looks very difficult with the heat the teams are playing. Only one homestand for a week, but stranger things have happened. There's a shortstop, Matt Reynolds, throwing out Dyson for the final out, but a sac fly by Danny Valencia builds the lead to 7-0 Seattle. Come try the sweet or spicy barbecue bacon cheeseburger combo for $4.99, limited time only. By BNSF Railway, sponsor of the BNSF Blast. By Money Tree, proud to make a donation to Mariners Care for every Mariners win. And by CenturyLink, connecting you to the power of the digital world. Thanks for joining us wherever you're watching us from. We're in Seattle, Washington, Safeco Field. Dave Sims and Mike Flowers, Root Sports Crew, and a good lead here for the Mariners. 7-0, top 8. Emilio Pagan, second inning of work.
Strong first inning for him. Couple of strikeouts, 1, 2, 3 in the 7th inning.
Struble Cabrera, swing the bat here. His first plate appearance. He joined the game in the 5th inning after Jose Reyes was hit by a pitch and had to leave the ballgame. Swing and a miss. Cabrera 0 for 5 last night. In the first game, he went 3 for 5. Scored 3 times. Gunn already has 2 strikeouts. And he'll 2. A lot of good stuff has gone on here at the ballpark today with James Paxton in line for win number 11 and his 6th, the Mariner record. Comes away with a victory here, most wins in a month by a pitcher. And a strikeout as Cabrera fouls it right into the glove of Zunino. 1 down.
3rd strikeout for Emilio Pagan. Stayed with the fastball, actually ended up getting a piece of it, but Zunino able to hang on to it. As we take a look at the swing, late swing. 3rd strikeout for batter's face.
Bring up Cespedes. It's 1 for 3. Third inning single to center. Breaking ball for strike. Comes Kevin. 2 outs. Well, I tell you what, Pagan is living up to the confidence that the skipper has in him his last few outings. Really been good.
Yeah, I think he was still down. You mentioned him being up and pitching against Washington and what he had done earlier in the season.
Up and down a couple times.
Yeah, and he was down. I was talking to Scott, and he was saying the same thing, that he was going to be back and excited to have him again. And you can certainly see why. Again, pitched multiple innings.
Brandon Nimmo going to pinch hit here for Jay Bruce. Nimmo at .350 in 15 games, no homers and 2 runs batted in. Bruce being pinch hit for. I know it's a blowout game, 7-0. The first thing that came to my mind, trade deadline, did he get moved? But he's on the rail down there.
I can understand.
The gun pouring in another strike. Ramos used to be with the Marlins, and looks like he's getting ready to come in for the Mets. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two pitch. It's a new bat. Two and two with 2 outs. And all Mariners. 3 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the sixth, 1 in the seventh. Still energized.
Emilio.
3-2. Got pitch for Team Puerto Rico, WBC, out of South Carolina with the school of Belmont Abbey in North Carolina. 3-2 pitch. Mariners will head off on the road. Texas, KC, and Oakland. Mets from here will go to Colorado before they return home. 3-2 pitch one more time. And fouled off one more time.
Not able to catch up to his fastball. Not had a good fastball today. He's 93 to 95 miles an hour.
Again, trying to put an end to the Mets' 8th.
This will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat.
Heck of a battle. A couple steps towards the left. Pitch to Nemo. Strike him out. Begun with 4 strikeouts against the 6 batters that he's faced. It's 7-0 Mariners.
Route presented by Alaska Airlines. Here we go. Chasen at home watching the game with his little buddy. Hope you two are enjoying it. Why not? So far so good for the Mariners. Tara good enough to send this one. She's hanging out in the pen with her friends, enjoying another sunny day in Seattle. Gorgeous weather. And rooting from, we believe it's KA Beach in Kauai. Doesn't matter how you say it, a great place to be. Deadlift 345. Dave and Mike, I can deadlift 345 as in ounces.
I got you. Thank you, Tom. That's a lot of weight to deadlift, let me tell you.
A.J. Ramos going to take over for the Mets. Good fastball at 92 miles an hour. Slider, curve, changeup.
Here's Mike Zunino. Zunino, Martin, and Gamble here in the bottom of the 8th.
James Pazos getting loose in the pen for the Mariners. For Ramos on the year, 2-4 record, but 20 saves for the right-hander. 3.63 ERA, 47 strikeouts, and 39 2/3. Also 22 walks. A lot of walks from India Wild. Opponents hitting just 205. And good fastball at 92. Pretty good breaking ball.
Mike ahead in the count here, 2-0. Farino. To Mike. And for a pitch walk to start the Mariner 8th. Second time Mike has walked tonight. This afternoon, beg your pardon. Make your voice heard. Nominate your favorite plays of the week by tweeting us using the hashtag RootFanFave. Each month, one lucky fan is going to win a Coors Light mini fridge. Just for participating. For official rules, visit rootsports.com. Martin, home run and 2 strikeouts. First day back after being recalled from Tacoma. And a ball that's going to get down in front of Conforto and Cespedes. So welcome back, Leonis Martin, and the Mariners brewing here in the 8th.
Good to see him get a couple of hits. Had the home run earlier in the game. This is off the end of the bat. Maybe even broke his bat, but he'll take the base hit going the other way. That fastball running to the outside corner, probably off the plate. Certainly down. Another opportunity for Ben Gamble, having another good afternoon. 2 for 4, a triple, scored a run and driven in a run. Hitting streak now at 16. Mariners are 3 for 6 with runners in scoring position this afternoon. Ben with one of those hits. Also Cano and Cruz.
Ben in the leadoff spot this afternoon. 16th time he's leading off. First and second, nobody out. Put it in play. Get one, and it gets away. And Zunino's going to come in and score. Gamble going to second. And he's going to hold right there. The Mariners have their 8th run on the board. Matt Reynolds to Neil Walker to Flores didn't quite work out.
We'll take a look at it. Just a poor throw. Ends up hitting Ben. He kicks it down the line. Good slide by Martin. Nothing wrong with that. Second error for Walker in the game.
Fielder's choice E4.
Looks like Ben would have beat it out, but then it hits him in the shin. So he'll move up to second base, get himself in scoring position.
RBI opportunity here. And that gets away. Boy, things really get sloppy for the Mets. Danny Espinoza pinch hitting here for Segura. And he gets some action there.
That'll be a wild pitch. And the infield in for the Mets.
One out, a run in. Run out there for Espinoza. Third game for Espinoza as a Mariner. 0 for 4.
James Pazos, hard-throwing left-hander for the Mariners, going to get an inning.
And he is looking for a bounce back. He's not had a good month. Give him a chance to figure some things out here today. About 5 rows back. So 1-2 here to Danny Espinoza. Yankees, Red Sox, and Mets coming to town. Mariners have really drawn well. 351,222. That's an average of just over 35,000 per game. And a sellout on Saturday, July 22nd. That was 46,197. Did not go as they check down to third. 2-2. Espinoza trying to pick up his first Mariner RBI. First hit. 2-2. Three balls and 2 strikes. And Gamble's at third. Espinoza, Southern California kid from Santa Ana. 7 years in Washington. Started this season with the Angels. 3-2 pitch. There you go, base hit. RBI, Danny Espinoza. 9-0. Mariners as Gamble scores. Danny can check that box.
That's a good at bat for him. Last pitch looked like a changeup, possibly. Off speed pitch for sure. But he stays on it and hits it hard through the right side of the infield. The Mets have the infield in. He's going to pull his hands in tight to his body, head right in the hitting area as he barrels it up. Mariners are now 4 for 8 with runners in scoring position.
Good number. There's Cano, 2-hit day, 2 for 4 with an RBI. Strike 1. RBIs today. Here's the roll call. Gamble, Espinoza, Cano, Cruz with 3, Valencia with 1, and Martin with 1. Good launch to this road trip. Just got to keep it going for the longest time. Scott Service, the coaching staff, get off a run of 10 out of 13, something like that. Tell you what, they come through this month of August with good numbers. They're going to be in great shape going into September. August is like pretty much the ultimate test. 1 week at home.
Yeah, some good clubs on the road.
Good clubs in hot and humid weather.
Yeah, it'll be difficult for them.
That gets through. Advancing is Espinoza. Right here, Ramos had a tough go here. Last time the Mariners scored 9 runs, it was Monday, July 17, in Houston, a 9-7 win.
For Ramos in the inning, he has 17 pitches that he's thrown, just 8 strikes. So he is really struggling.
Robbie. So Walker throws him out. Runner goes to third. So we check in with Tom Glasgow.
All right, David, thanks so much. Wild ball game in Toronto. Blue Jays against the Angels. 10-7 Angels leading, bottom of the ninth. Steve Pearce with a super slam, a grand slam to end it. His second walk-off grand slam of the week. The last player to hit 2 walk-off grand slams in a season, Jim Presley of your Mariners back in 1986. Pearce, 2 in a week. Not too shabby.
Boy, that's awesome. Good for Steve Pearce. Next time, here's Nelson Cruz.
Nelson with 3 RBIs in the first inning today. His 21st home run, 3-run homer. He'd like to pick up this runner right here. Give him 80 on the air if he can.
Popped it up. Shortstop and second baseman both calling for it. And Neil Walker makes the play. A couple more runs on the board here. Mariners have a 9-0 lead. James Pazos take over when we get back.
That's sunshine. It's going to be sticking around, but the Mariners hitting the road. Mariners postgame presented by Alaska Airlines coming up. We'll have highlights of this game today. It'll include 2 very long home runs. Cruz and Martin delivering with those. We'll hear from the skipper, Scott Service, take you inside the clubhouse as well. And we'll preview the upcoming road trip, which starts tomorrow in Arlington. All that and much more on Mariners postgame presented by Alaska Airlines. Back to Dave and Mike.
Tomas, thank you very much. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers with you. And if the Mariners are going to make a run, they need their power left-hander to get well. James Pazos, tough month, Mike. He's gone 0-2 with a 10.13 ERA this month.
It's been about his command overall. I think if you look the previous 3 months, he was just dominant. And you're right, they need to get him back on track. It's one of the reasons why he's going to get an inning here today. Game where the Mariners are up 9-0. Typically you would not see him, but working on a few things.
First month, opponents hit 220 against him as we look at Wilmer Flores. Second month, they hit 182. June, they hit 200 against him, and then July, totally different, 370.
He just needs to stay out of hitters' counts, work ahead, and certainly capable. You mentioned the first 3 months went really well for him. Breaking ball. Fastball is going to be mid to upper 90s and a slider to go with it.
Pazos ahead here. 0-2. Bouncing ball. Espinoza throws it out.
Good arm.
Next stop, Arlington, Texas. The Texas Rangers. Here are your pitching matchups. Felix against Cole Hamels. Erasmo Ramirez, second chapter with the Mariners. He takes on Yu Darvish, if Darvish is still there. And Ariel Miranda goes against Andrew Cashner. Trade deadline tomorrow.
A lot of rumors about Darvish.
And the sweepstakes, I would put my money on the Los Angeles Dodgers.
I heard the New York Yankees today. We'll see what happens, if anything.
Shocking that the two big money teams would be right involved. There's Neil Walker. You heard Yankees as recently in the last couple hours?
I heard it this morning. Yeah, driving in. Again, it's just rumors. We'll see.
I think bottom line, I'll be surprised to see him on for game 2. Pazos ahead quickly, 0-2. Got a piece of it.
That's better. Gets ahead 0-2. Danny Espinoza stays in the game at shortstop. Showed a strong arm on that first ground ball to him. But a good slider right there. That's something that you want to see from him. Work ahead. He likes to bury the slider in the dirt, get him swing over the top of it, because so many hitters will cheat to try to get to his fastball because of the velocity of the fastball inside.
Strike 3 called, get him.
Right on the inside corner.
With 2 outs. Here in the 9th.
How about 7 pitches, 7 strikes from James? Quality strikes.
Well, Mel Stoudemire wanted him to. I'm sure he got obviously much better command. But his pitch selection a couple of times in his last few outings, he didn't like the pitches that were called and where they were located, and they got hit.
And sometimes you throw pitches that maybe you normally wouldn't, because that's what you can command for a strike, and it gets you into some trouble.
Remember, he didn't. And remember, he couldn't find it with the fastball.
Could not find his fastball, which is his best pitch.
Here's Granderson. Line drive. Out to right center field. Martin will get it back in. Two outs, 1 on. Travis d'Arnaud struck out 3 times. Paxton got him twice, but got him in the 7th. And that was looking.
Didn't miss by much. 96 miles an hour, just off the inside corner.
Pazos trying to get the final out here.
The one thing that Pazos has had this year is a good fastball. Even when he's lacking command of it, his fastball has been 95 to 98 miles an hour every time out there.
Here we go, 1-1. Pitch to d'Arnaud. Breaking ball way outside. If that fastball, he ever gets consistent with the secondary stuff, look out. It's sort of bad. Remember in spring training, he had this couple 3 days where he couldn't figure it out, and then about midway, it came back to him.
Yeah, I talked to Mel in spring training, and that was one of the concerns, is just repeating his mechanics. And if you look at his first 3 months, he was terrific, really was able to do it. And he struggled for a month. He looks like he's coming out of it, though, which is a good sign. And that was one of the things that Mel was worried about, and I'm sure that they've worked on it, and he's worked extremely hard. We see him out early all the time getting his work in. There's Mel. Sure, he is just thrilled with James Paxton and his effort today. What a month.
6-0 month. Sensational. 3-1 pitch here. That one's lined. Base hit.
This is more of what we saw. Falling behind 3-1, just throws him a fastball. And again, the score has a lot to do with that. He's not going to mess around, doesn't want to walk anybody. But 2 quick outs and now 2 base hits.
Bring up Matt Reynolds. Now a strikeout, a ground out, and a strikeout. Ronzo's looking for out number 27. And a looper, Martin. That's play. They throw to second. There goes the shutout as Granderson scores. And 3 consecutive hits. 1 to right, left, and right. RBI for Matt Reynolds, his second.
Aggressive first pitch fastball. Actually a pretty good pitch. It's a fastball in the outside corner at the knees. All right, towards the end of the bat. Soft line drive into right. He'll pick up an RBI. But not a bad pitch at all.
And now you got Conforto to deal with. Conforto fouls it off. 1 for 4 for Michael today. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-2 to Conforto. Taking second is Reynolds. Difference on Reynolds advance there. Here we go. 0-2 pitch to Michael Conforto. Seattle zone. Pazos, the deal, and that low. 0-1. Pazos trying to end this contest here. He's got a 1-2 pitch to Conforto with runners at second and third, 2 outs. Pitch to Conforto. Strike 3 call. Game over. Mariners win it 9-1. They finished the homestand at 5-5, and they'll take off for Texas with a record of 53-53, the 8th time they've reached the 500 mark.
Congratulations to James Paxton. Record books as far as the Mariners go. 6 wins in a month. Has never been done before. ERA again for the month under 1.5. He was dominant today. Again, 6 shutout innings, and good to see the offense alive. Congratulations to Nelson Cruz, now leading the league in RBIs with 79. Martin, good to have him back. Welcome back to the Mariners. Also a home run. A couple of hits from Martin this afternoon.
That is a great way to get this road trip started. We'll talk to you from Arlington tomorrow. Right now, we'll send it out to center field. Brad and Bill, fellas.
Oh, Dave, Mike, thank you very much. Good to see Martin back. Good to see Nelson Cruz almost leave the field in the first inning, a 3-run shot. Mariners take it 9-1, Bill, and a chance to get back to 500, not just on the year, but on this homestand, which pretty big game, pretty important as you win another series. And now you're on the road for the next 9.
Kind of a must-win, I think, to cap off this homestand. Now you're off on a good footing to go into the road, and they were the neighborhood bully today. I talk a lot about that, imposing your offensive will on somebody, and they did today. The home run by Cruz, the solo shot by Martin. You boat race out the 5 runs real quick, and then James Paxton just cruises.
We're going to talk a lot about Paxton, but oh my goodness, how about 6-0 in July? As Mike said, the first time that's ever been done in team history. ERA of 1.37. More on Big Pax coming up, but how about the new right fielder, Leonys Martin? Nice kind of welcome back to Seattle. He's standing by with Jen Mueller.
I would say that that is a great way to be welcomed back to the club and to rejoin the club. And Leonys, what does it mean to be back up here with a big league club?
It's amazing. It's amazing to be here. And first of all, my first game, we get the win, and it's amazing to be here. You know, play for the fans. It's amazing.
We talked before the game about how your offense improved because you got back to basics and you started having more fun. Is that what we saw in your first at-bat?
I was a little bit excited my first at-bat. You know, it's difficult, you know, first game after the big long time up. But thanks God, I put a good swing on it, and I'm so happy.
And it went a long way when you did. Defensively, we saw you make a great play on Granderson. How different is right field from center field? That's where you've got most of your experience.
Yeah, it's been a long time not playing the corners, but you know, I just want to play no matter where and no matter where, and collect something to win games.
So what's the conversation you and Gerard have about who's covering what ground out there?
It's a little bit difficult. We both play center field, and sometimes I forget that I'm playing the corner, but we fix it. We will figure out a way to make a good job on the team.
And nothing's going to drop in between you guys. Welcome back to the team, Leonis. We'll let you get inside, contributing 2 of the Mariners' 12 hits today.
All right, Jen, thank you very much. 2 hits, one of those a home run, also saved at least a run with a great catch. It's good to have him back, the energy. He talked about playing the corners. It's been a while, but he seemed right at home there in that second inning catch, isn't he?
That's a big play. You know, a couple guys on. Granderson smokes his sinking liner, and Martin with a great play on the ball. Great line he takes, secures it, rolls, comes up throwing. I mean, this is an elite defender. And then we talked about it. 15 homers last year, 11 so far at AAA, slugging over 500. This guy has got some legit big league zoom, and he showed it to you. And then later in the game, he dunks one in to give it a 2-hit game. A really great start for Leonis. Really happy for him. And, you know, he paid his dues. He went down. He kept his mouth shut. He hit over 300. And he made himself ready to go. When he got his chance, he did something with it.
It's fun to have him in right and Dyson in center. He mentioned how both of them center field. Sometimes it's hard to call off each other. They kind of collided a few times before Martin called him off. But they'll figure it out going forward. And now Martin in that lineup, probably against righties for sure, maybe each and every day. Well, again, Martin, a great story, but James Paxton, the real story. My goodness, up there in the Maple Grove, it was a good view. How about, and the Mets had a good view too, as they struck out 8 times. We'll talk about James Paxton, 6 shutout innings, win number 11. It was impressive. It's setting history for the Mariners this year.